2:30 supercharged event coming on a little bit later today. We had a ton of snow over here in the East Coast. If you guys have been hearing, we got 20 to 26 inches. So maybe at most 2 feet, which is pretty crazy. So I'm buried over here in snow as I'm playing these 1 minute supercharged events. Having a good time, making the day go by. Bitcoin is going down, which we kind of predicted this morning. We saw a downwards trend. We were wondering how far it was going to go. It's at 64,250. That is scary as we reach that 64,000 mark. Who knows what's to happen? Let's check in on the 1 day game. We have $260 in the 1 day game currently. The price continues to drop down into the $64,000 range. We could put ourselves a $5 position. Oh, T-Man's got it all right now. Wow, the price is really falling off. We'll see what happens throughout the rest of the day. Everyone continue to hold that Bitcoin. So I guess updates, with Metafide had a great time out at ETH Denver. We had operated a booth over at Meow Wolf during Dojo S's main event in the day. So I got to see a bunch of new faces. We got a bunch of new signups. So there's new people playing in the games. Good to see you guys. If you're checking out the stream for the first time, really happy to have you here. We had, a ton of great conversations. People were excited to learn about our 1 minute games. People have only seen 15-minute games and 5-minute games. These prediction games that are brought to them by Polymarkets or Kalshi. People didn't know a 1 minute game could exist. They thought it's, really exciting. Every minute it's always going to settle. People had some pretty big wins. Some people would be sitting there maybe 5-10 minutes playing around with it, and they would win, $5, $10. And they said, hey, this is sometimes feels a little bit more fun than a perp dex. You're not going in there risking everything to go say, hey, is it going to go up or down? They like the gamified aspect of it. Makes it fair so no one can manipulate your position. And in 1 minute, right now, the way people are doing these current prediction games, they're using an order book, and they're trying to match orders. And I think a lot of people have been having issues on these 15-minute and 5-minute games where there's a lagging of the order book. And what it's doing is it's pausing the user on the front end from being able to either buy or sell out of those shares until they can catch up with the rest of the orders and match them in the book. So I've heard a bunch of people complain about that. I've seen some of the comments on the site myself, and I believe we have a really good solution to that, which we don't have to match orders. We can have 1 minute games be played with a couple 100,000 players without any lag to it. And that's again because we use a pooling method where the users are paid out from a general pool based on their accuracy, their time in game. So it was good to see everyone out there. They had an event in this venue on the side of Meow Wolf in this event space, and they had a few speakers come out. They had Red Bull come out, which was pretty cool. So it was cool to see Red Bull, the popular energy drink and sports team, at a crypto event. And then that evening, they had rented out the entire kind of interactive art space. I think it's about 5 floors. There's all these different art installations that you can walk around, you can touch. You can play games on some of them. You can make music on some of the art installations. It's a really interactive space with a ton of creative freedom. And they did a great job. They rented out the whole space. They had about 3 DJs throughout the space, multiple bars. They probably had that space more packed than anyone who had done it before. So I've probably gone to that event space the last 4 years since I've gone to ETH Denver. And these guys, Dojo S, one of our good friends, they had done the best party I've seen over there. So it's really cool to see them continuing to grow, a ton of new members going into their community. And we were able to get a large amount of eyes on Metafide as well, which was awesome for us. So a successful ETH Denver. But I heard it wasn't as busy for other people this year. I heard a lot more students went, which was great. But some of the big companies who were showing up, sponsoring stuff, didn't come through this year, which I understand. ETH is down, and so is Bitcoin. So it's a hard time for some people out there. So maybe their ETH Denver plans got canceled, unfortunately. I see Ace up there on the leaderboard. See, everyone's been joining clans. Pretty cool to see. So let's check out my profile. Here's my Metafide rank. I'm ranked number 11, if you didn't know. Ace is number 1. He's got, what is that? 37,000 positions. Nice job, Ace. $21,000 of volume. And compared to me, I've done 12,000 positions and 15K of volume. Pretty good. Let's see, Odious, I've done a little bit more volume than him, but he's put down more positions than me. Nice job, Odious. Wow, the 3 leaders over here, Ace, Odious, and MXAK. Very interesting. That's a powerful Bahrainian team. And let's go to the clans. So let's see. So here's all the clans. So we got Dead FN last. We have Wu-Tang Clan, the Accurate Bulls, Fide Whales, Giraffe Gambit GG, Emmanuel College, Swiss Diplomacy, Ohio State, Initial Commit, and Ambiguity. Who was in Swiss Diplomacy? Roman Yeti and MF Sniper. What? Ambiguity. Riddles. So I think I end up joining the Wu-Tang Clan. So my clan is Ace, Odious, MXAK, Yeti, and me. It's a pretty powerful clan right there. So let's see. Overall, Ace beat AI 27,000 times. Odious beat AI 24,000 times. MXAK 21,000. Yeti 14,000. And me 8.92. Okay. So almost 9,000 times. Oh man, it might be one of the worst performers on my team. It's not too good. pretty satisfying to see. Oh, I gotta go back and play these games now. Someone's gonna be there trying to get the streak. One second.